It is indeed a privilege to me to be invited as a guest of honor. I, Magsatabam Iboyaima, Meitei, advisor horticulture, and also the managing director in charge NERCORMP, head office Salon, would like to acknowledge, appreciate, and congratulate on behalf of my Secretary NEC, Secretary Northeastern Council, Sri Moses Salai, and also the entire Ministry of Donor. At the outset, I thank our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri N. Biren Singh Ji, who has graced the occasion as the chief guest of the day, who inaugurated this event virtually from Imphal, but though I heard from my deputy that due to some technical error, we are not in a position to visualize what is happening in Imphal, but still then, like, we are all assembled here on his behalf. Apart from this, I would also like to thank Deputy Commissioner Sri Joseph Olin Kamson, and I also would like to personally thank the Superintendent of Police, Tamo Ajit Kumar Sharma, ADC, all the DLOs, civil society organizations, Reverend, Father, pastors, my esteemed executive members in the board of directors of UDCRMS, the staff and officers of UDCRMS who happen to be my colleague for a long time, and we have been together for a long journey for the cause of women empowerment, livelihoods, and for the development of untrodden ones who have been resided in the remotest corner of the state, particularly in the district of Ukhrul. Our beloved SIG self-help groups, and importantly my Namji groups who happen to be formed under the aegis of UDCRMS. And also, like, I would like to convey my appreciation to the Reverend Father Apam Gabriel, who has given and inaugurated this very auspicious market with his blessings. Again, I also would like to convey my appreciation to Sri A.S. Ungayung Peter, Headman Humpung Village, even though the closing prayer is yet to be happen, but still then, on my standing on the dais, like, I would like to appreciate Reverend Joshua Jimek, Burmai Baptist Church, Pungpung. Apart from this, many more to be acknowledged and appreciated during this important occasion here, particularly the landowner who happens to be the brother of one of my former Secretary NEC, Sri Ramuiva, who has donated this very important land for the construction of this important market in the district of Ukhrul. Sri Martin Muiva, I really appreciate you for your benevolent and charity work given towards the women society, particularly for the empowerment of women. In fact, I would like to proudly appreciate on this dais, like I should say, like my big brother. And then even though he was my former boss, and then the former secretary NEC, Sri Ram Muiwa. Anyway, if I say much about him like that, meaning it will be expressionless to say something about him. But whatever I could say something about him, it is well known to each and every one of you. He is also one of the person who is born in this particular district and then who really have a thoughtful ideas, and then he is so much of love of this district that has given this particular market today. Apart from this market, there are many other activities, many other infrastructures. During his time, the Northeastern Council under the Minister of Donor, we have created particularly in this district. But even then, I'm not saying that he has looked after only for this district. Being a person coming from the All India Service, he has always in his mind, and then he always act as a kind of person who has the characteristic of regional in character, meaning normally a person should have the regional character, the one who is supposed to sit in the NEC. Because under the NEC, we have 7 sisters and 1 brother, meaning 8 states together come under this NEC, under this council. So always like he look after all these 8 states equally. But the way he loved the Manipur, the Ukhrul, it is incredible. Meaning, I na haizabadasu madu aigi wahinasu ahena haizabangamde adumpu sarduna mahagna Manipur nusizaba mana Ukhrul district nusizaba akoi gi mi mya nusizaba dudi aigi wahinasu haibangamroi haina aina mayam famna thamjangi. On the dais, I have already appreciated and then acknowledged many people like who are assembled here. In case if I have left out anybody, anyone, or any respectable person from the elderly people, or from the youth, or from the respectable government officials, you all may kindly consider I have covered each and every one of you. Karibumba engondagi aswaiba angamba yaursu biramiba allaman isininaw imay pumnabakna ay aswaiba du ngakbigani haina kanjay. Here, what I would like to share with all of you is that the project has so much of impressions. The project has created so much of impressions, not only in the competent authorities from the northeastern states. The impression has gone to the various central ministry. Whenever any project, any phase has to be approved, our project has gone to many line ministry, central ministries for the approval. So fortunately, all the line ministry, with so much of thought into it, always approved this project. Because of the achievement and because of this success in this project, the project could manage to sell so far, and then the journey of last 20 years of NERCORMP is still happening. And although the phase 3 is officially closed by this 31st March 2021, but still the competent authority, the higher ups from the ministry and from the other central ministry has already given a kind of informal consent that this project still will continue. This is also another milestone for this project. Well, regarding this instant market where we are all assembling here and then where we are all here to inaugurate, this project has altogether gone through various stories about how it has conceived and then how it has come through. But yes, with the thoughtful mind of my former boss, the former secretary NEC, Sir Ram Muiwa, has conceived this idea. It is not only me in the NEC that I'm supporting him. There are a lot of other advisors and directors, meaning when he placed this project in front of the committee, though he was a chairman, and then he was the competent authority to decide anything under his finger, but still he placed this project in front of the committee for a decisions. So what I would like to mention here is all the committee, where the committee was duly constituted by our former secretary, has duly acknowledged, consented, and given a kind of a one voice yes. So that is also another area I would like to place, and then I would like to appreciate all those advisors and directors of that time who has given their go ahead and green signal notes for this project. I still remember this particular project being a little bigger project as far as the infrastructure creation is concerned for the NERCORMP, had gone through various changes. In fact, it was quite painful for a change of DPR, for a change of structures, and for taking the approval for that. So I believe and I hope, and then I hope all my team from the district will also agree that this project has been revised not less than 3 times. But I'm fortunate to see this market as it is today in front of every one of us. And now this is going to be functional, and this is going to give the real purpose that has been an objective for at the time of conceiving this project. So I'm really proud to be here, and I'm really happy to be here with all of you on the occasion of inauguration of this Khashimla women market. Interestingly, during the process of construction of this market, even though I could not ask to my former boss, Ram sir, but I had asked, if I'm not wrong, to somebody, they're what exactly is the name of the Khashimla market? Meaning, though I'm from Manipur, but I was little unaware of why we are giving this name little typically. But till the moment when our another brother who had spoken on the dais before me had given the meaning, translated the meaning of Khashimla. So, brother, I'm really thankful to you for giving me that particular translation of what exactly is the Khashimla market. Well, without taking much of my time and much of your time, NEC currently, though looking after various projects with the 9 different sectors, including a bigger sector called transport and communication, which is look after the roads, the air connectivity, and then the bridges. Then we have the agriculture and allied sector, we have the irrigation and flood control, we also have the science and technology, we also have the health, we also have the sports, we also have the power, and then some other important sectors we have in the NEC. All these sectors could not come together at one go to the state of Manipur or to a particular district like Ukhrul here, but still then a sector called agriculture and allied sector in the NEC, through which the project NERCORMP has been operating from the NEC, this particular sector called agriculture and allied sector. And then I should place that this sector is also second largest sector in the NEC. And through this sector, even this current market has been constructed. Even then, the sector is not competent enough to look after the bigger infrastructure project like construction of market or the construction of other infrastructures. But still then, NEC, we do have a big technical wing. And fortunately, I also have a good committed officers in the district.